What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy New Year's. Hope y'all had a great 2021, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this 2022 year and ready to crush some goals. So, 2021 wrapped up. For me, 2021 was about getting clarity. I moved to Charlotte. I stayed there for a year. I took a step back so I can take two steps forward. Sometimes you gotta do that in life. You gotta take a step back, observe where you're at, and then keep that grind going. When I moved to Charlotte, I was in not a great mental space. I had a lot of great friends, but I also had a lot of toxic people in my life, and they just got in their way too much in my inner circle that it was hard for me just to push these people away. I'm not someone who likes to drop friends or anything, and I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but people are either gonna bring you up or they're gonna drain you. And my scale of draining / inspiring was too heavy on the draining side. I just need to go to Charlotte so I can see who I need to keep in my life and who I needed to separate from. This is also the end of 2020 when I moved here. When I moved to Charlotte, and all gyms were closed. So I moved and I'd been away from the gym for about half a year, and I just lost my love of the gym because I was away from it for so long. It's hard to keep that passion going when you're not allowed to go do something. So when I moved to Charlotte, they just opened gyms the first month I moved there. So I got back into the gym. I remember what I loved so much in life was gym, progression, eating healthy, being around positive people. And after that, I just realized I wanted to compete again. That was my goal when I was in my early 20s, but I got injured and I messed up my legs and kind of fell away from my path, and it took losing the gym completely to realize how much I loved it and how much I wanted to compete. So my whole 2021, I literally have everything that I ate written down in a journal. So November, I moved back to Raleigh. That first month, I definitely did slip up a bit. I partied too much and went out with friends all the time. I was staying up late, missing meals, but that was expected. I hadn't seen my friends in about a year. Well, consistently. I was coming back and forth from Raleigh, but I hadn't been around my friends consistently for a year. So I did party a lot. Didn't lose too much weight, but I definitely lost some strength, lost some definition, aesthetics. That was okay. I went back, I got it right back. Now, the end of November, I'd gotten back my weight. I was above 190 consistently. I got the flu first week of December, and it hit me bad. I thought it was COVID, tested negative for COVID. But honestly, the flu hit me harder than COVID did. We'll get into that later. The flu, I was stuck in bed completely for 5 days. And I lost my appetite for about 2 weeks. I couldn't eat normally. It took me about 2 weeks to be able to even eat 4 meals a day again. And right after the flu, about 10 days of sickness, I got better. Finally was getting my 5 meals. And again, finally getting back on routine. And then boom, the day right before New Year's Eve, December 30th, I got chills, I got extreme body pains, I lost my sense of taste. Well, guess what? I got the COVID. Literally a week of health and getting back from the flu, and I got COVID right after that. So my body aches were so severe, guys, those first 2 days, I couldn't get out of bed. It definitely had to do with the fact that I deadlifted the day before I got COVID, so I felt all that delayed onset muscle soreness multiplied by 10. I was stuck in bed for about 3 days with COVID. But then after that, of course, you have to quarantine. So even if you're able to get out of bed, which I fully recovered after about 3 days, I got recovered from everything except my lungs. My lungs definitely felt severe pain the first couple days, and my lungs felt pain throughout the full 10 days of quarantine. My lungs now are just finally, thankfully, getting back to normal. And my appetite just now is finally getting back to normal. But it sucked being sick for 20 out of 30 days pretty much of the month. And I lost over 10 pounds. I saw the number 170 on my scale for the first time in months. But that was obvious dehydration. And right when I got back into eating and health, I jumped back to 185-ish. So that's where I'm sitting right now, about like 183, 185, which kind of sucks because I was about 190 to 195, fluctuating around there. So I lost about 10 pounds. Mostly muscle, of course. Did lose a bit of fat, so I am looking pretty lean right now. But that's my wrap up for 2021. Started off great, ended up not as well as I could have, but it is what it is. We just gotta get back to it. Been drinking a lot of shakes, honestly, after this COVID, because I'm just now getting back into the gym. My cardio is not good right now, obviously, because my lungs got smacked from COVID. So like on leg day, I got out of breath way too quickly every single set. So I just gotta take it easy. Cardio is one of my main goals in 2022, to get that on point. I want to be able to breathe easily during squats and just in through my nose, out through my mouth. But shakes have been a really good way for me to get back into eating and / getting something in my stomach. Solid foods have been really hard for me to digest, honestly. So it's been a struggle there. Getting my appetite back has definitely been the hardest parts, recovering here. Getting sick back to back like that definitely wasn't easy, and it put some strain in my stomach. Eating 5 times a day in general isn't easy in your stomach, so you kind of need full health to do it. But I'm back. We're about to hit some back today. I'm going pretty light still. I'm kind of hitting like a slight deload when I get back into the gym after sickness. I never want to go 100% because I can just revert back into sickness if that happens. But we got about 2 months of winter here, January and February, and I'm going to be fully grinding, not going out at all, just going full ghost mode. I'm going to be growing my beard out fully, just full caveman mode here. But when the spring comes, I'm going to possibly bulk for 1 month out of the spring, then start cutting, and then I'm going to compete hopefully the first month of the summer, June. After losing all that weight, I'm really hoping I don't get crushed on stage, but I'm at the point where I just want to get it out of the way, compete, and actually get some stage presence practice. It's not about winning the first time, it's just about getting on stage and doing the thing. So we're gonna go crush back today. I'll see y'all at the gym. So guys, since coming back from sickness, I definitely haven't been 100%. My workouts, I've been hitting them probably 75% max. Just because my stomach is just feeling off right now. It's been feeling off. Like on leg day, I literally just felt like throwing up the whole workout. Leg days, I've been going in like 50-60% right now. I'm slowly building up back to where I was. I didn't lose too much strength, which I'm really happy with, getting sick twice in 1 month like that. But right now, I'm focusing mainly on getting my core stabilization back and just not feeling terrible throughout my workouts. Right here, I'm about to do some Smith Machine barbell rows. Usually I do the dumbbell incline row, but that one's kind of rough on my stomach, so I'm just gonna do the barbell row right now. I'm not gonna go too heavy, probably like a plate and a half max. So I cut the back workout, one workout short. Like I said, I'm going in 75% right now. What I am hitting, I'm trying to hit with full intensity though. So I'm doing less workouts, but trying to stick to the same intensity. So I'm doing one less back workout than I usually do. And I'm finishing off with one bicep workout, when I usually finish up with 2. Hopefully within a week or 2, I'll be back to hitting my full programs and progressing my numbers.